Episode 4 of Rezero is another damn banger, and you didn't need to watch this video for me to tell you that. The episode starts off with Regulus being Diddy once again, and this time it's a way closer look into how he treats his wives. Amelia jokingly said he's like an evil king. It's apparent that Regulus's wives think of him the same exact way, but instead this wife calls him a little king. I'm not sure if that's a meat reference. I'm not sure what to think of that at all actually, but she said it, and it's out in the air for interpretation. We then get to jump back into the fight with Gluttony and Subaru. And honestly, if Julius wasn't here, I think Subaru would have definitely crashed out, got erased, got beaten. Something would have happened very drastically to change the situation that eventually was gonna get even worse, but we hadn't known at that point. I don't like the fact, on the other hand, that Julius is the person that saved the situation from going nuclear, but then they leave Julius to handle Gluttony by themselves. So the only problem I have with that, I understand Julius did take on Betelgeuse and he did pretty good, you know. Julius is an upstanding knight and he's a spirit knight on top of that. He's a very strong guy, right? But I also just saw Gluttony crush a knight with his bare hands into a puddle of mush. So seeing this is kind of weird for me. Seeing this is kind of like, we're gonna leave Julius to get mashed on. Now, like I said, he's very capable. He's very adaptable to his situations, but at the same time, it felt like they just kind of like gave up on Julius, said, yeah, you got this, gang, we're gonna go handle this. And then they end up going into the room with the Sin Archbishop of Less, but we don't know that yet. Well, we think we do because immediately beat on this dragon. But in my head, I'm like, this dragon is a fucking dragon. There's no way this dragon is losing this easily. You know, it has to be more to this. There has to be a catch. There's no way a flame breather is going to be able to be beaten this badly, this easily. Subaru ends up going into this room where a bunch of flies are, and when I heard the fly sounds when he was across from the door, I was thinking in my head like, somebody's gonna be dead in there. But what I did not expect was a room full of giant flies. Even like Subaru like felt what the viewers were feeling in that moment, because imagine like you have a phobia of giant insects for one, you know, megalophobia, or I think it's called, or something like that. But imagine going into a room where human-sized flies are. He immediately says, what the hell is this? And in that moment, I've never felt more relatable to Subaru, bro, because immediately when I saw that, I was like, bro, what am I watching? In fact, this whole episode was a, bro, what am I watching? Because immediately after that, the Sin Archbishop of Less turns in, well, she was already this little girl, and she turns back into the Sin Archbishop of Less. The scene starts to get a little freaky, a little weird, a little wacky, and they definitely dive way more into the Sin Archbishop of Less part than I was expecting. Like, we get feed shots, we get crazier shots with Cruise. I didn't expect a lot of this animation to be had in this episode, or let alone this anime at all. You know, ReZero has not been like such a provocative show. I know I say that with Elsa's outfit existing, you know, but when I really scratch the back of my head, I don't think I see too much sexually suggestive stuff other than Elsa's like fit, you know. Please tell me in the comments when we've ever seen some more stuff like that, because this episode was kind of wild to me. Or at least if we seen stuff like that, they didn't play so hard into it. So for them to play so hard into it, it made me feel like I wasn't watching ReZero. This episode was definitely a step into the deeper side of the pool, you know? Like, I'm normally in the 5 foot, and then they went all the way to the 12 foot, and I started drowning. I couldn't handle everything that I was being shown. After those juicy frames though, Subaru tosses a rock, and he hits her. Actually, I didn't think he was gonna hit her or do as much damage as he did, but she immediately speed blitzes him. The Sin Archbishop of Less just goes totally diabolical. She transforms into a million different other things, and then at the end of it all, she transforms into Amelia to tell Subaru, your vision of love, everything that you know about love is not real. Everything that you know about love is just a facade, because if I turned Amelia into an insect, you wouldn't love Amelia. Partially, I feel like, yeah, that's kind of true. You know, I love a lot of beautiful girls, and if all those beautiful girls turn into big giant flies, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't love them either. But I feel like the way she's going about it, you know, ripping off Subaru's leg and doing all these other things and infecting him with an insane poison, or I don't even know what the hell she did. in this moment with Crush and Subaru. She just infects them with this diabolical symbiotic thing. I don't think I could love somebody that turned into some, like, it'd be pretty. I'm not Donkey, bro. I might look like Donkey, but I'm not Donkey. I can't love a dragon, you know? At a point, you kind of see what she's saying, but at the same time, what she's saying is so ludicrous and so crazy that you can't really vibe with it. It just makes her look like a lunatic, and obviously that's what she is, a lunatic. Go into the other parts of the kingdom, seeing that Raph is fighting Anastasia, and then we get to see Felt and Reinhardt fighting off her dad, and Otto is actually good. I'm so happy that Otto is safe. And then we get to see like Garfield handling the drowning of Pristella, bro. The city is being flooded, almost how like Water 7 in One Piece got flooded, almost how like I don't even have anything else to relate that to. The world is getting drowned. There's eggs floating. Garfield is looking like a bad boy with his hair down from the wetness. Subaru is flying with one leg missing from the dragon attack. Everything is kind of like just going to shit this episode. And then at the end of all of it, Amelia is looking outside the window with one of Regulus's wives, and she's telling her to stay calm. But how could you stay calm amidst all the chaos, all the destruction that is happening in the town? The Archbishop of Less immediately starts demanding more things because she got beat on. And it's just like, you can see the despair in Amelia's face and everybody's face there. Like I said earlier, Subaru fell in the puddle, well, not the puddle, the lake, I don't even know, the ocean of water that surrounds this place. He fell in it. So it's crazy to see like the amount of chaos that is pursuing them in this moment. I love Rezero, but this episode was one that made me question my love for Rezero. I'll be 100% honest. Was it a 10 out of 10 episode? Yes, it was. But certain things in this episode, certain things in this episode that made me kind of take a step back and say, bro, what did I just watch, bro? Like, bro, what did I just see? Like, dead ass, I probably made that face. I probably hit one of these as I was watching the show, because I really did not understand a lot of this stuff. And when I finally did understand it, it's like, bro, that's dark. You know, we are used to seeing dark shit in Rezero, bro. Dark stuff in Rezero are basically the same. They're intellect, they're interlope, they are one at this point. So when you see something like this, it shouldn't set you awry. But when you, I'm diving in my bag with my vocabulary today. Anyways, when you see stuff like that, it shouldn't like turn you away, because we're used to seeing way darker stuff. I mean, the first season we see Subaru get smacked in the face by a ball with spikes on it from Rim, and then his neck gets sliced. We saw him, like, I don't want to say too much because I don't want this video to get demonetized, but it's at a point where we have seen some of the darkest stuff in this show. But this episode right here, bro, this episode right here, it was not only mind fuckery, it was like a deep level of just like a lot of things piled on top of Amelia, piled on top of Subaru, and piled on top of everybody in this got a little piece of that action today. And you could feel that the emotions were high in this episode, and it's really draining to a point, because like I said in the last video, it's like, how is Subaru with this new mind, this new mental of, I can live through this and still survive and still do what I need to do in order to win? How is this new Subaru going to overcome all of these obstacles, bro? Obviously, Subaru's been in a lab. I mean, throwing that rock with enough force to mangle her face like that, that's not a small feat, especially for somebody like Subaru, who's been so weak to lose a lot of these other fights. I mean, I guess Subaru is really strong because way back in part 1, he uses Rom's big club thing, and that club couldn't have been light, you know? So he got a little bit of strength on him, and he's obviously bulked up, I guess, to be able to throw that rock like that. So it's really interesting to see everything that's gonna play out in this. And I, for one, I'm really excited for this next episode. That is something I can say for sure without even like captivating everything that I did see. I'm excited for the next episode. I'm excited to see how Amelia faces everything that's going on. I'm excited to see if Subaru's gonna die. Is he gonna, like I said, he's a new mental. I don't think he's just gonna jump on a spike nowadays. He's gonna find a way to overcome everything that he went through. I know that Amelia part where the Archbishop of Less turned into Amelia, I know that messed with his mental, and he was like, I want to die here. But at the same time, Subaru's been through so much. It paints the picture that he won't just give up like that. He won't give up that easily, you know? So I'm not too sure how he's gonna face all of this stuff. I'm not too sure how he's gonna battle the system of witch cultists, and how he's gonna handle, like, Amelia is in a whole different place, being defiled. Well, not defiled yet. We don't know how that's gonna go. I don't know what Regulus is gonna do. I don't know what the witch cultist, the Wrath Archbishop is gonna do. I don't know what the Lust Archbishop is gonna do. She looks very pissed off now. Gluttony is running amok somewhere. He didn't kill Otto, so Otto was no, like, priority for him. It's just so much happening in this arc, and now Reinhardt is set loose. But he's gonna come out and see that all of this stuff is flooded, and it's like, bro, just straight up chaos, bro. It's straight up chaos. I don't understand how we win. You know, Reinhardt is here. He's our trump card, but even Reinhardt takes L's, bro. So it's very confusing to see. Obviously, it's gotta be Reinhardt versus Regulus. I don't know who's gonna take on Wrath. I don't know who's gonna take on Gluttony, but things need to happen. Things need to happen, and they need to happen fast, because if they don't happen fast, we're gonna lose immediately. And tremendous like, it's fucked right now, and I honestly don't understand how we can win out of this. But how do you guys feel about this episode of Rezero, bro? It's definitely messing with my mind. It's definitely messing with all the characters' minds in the show. So I truly don't know how we come out of this alive. I truly don't know how we combat everything that's happening in this episode. Honestly, I truly don't know how to get out of this. Subaru is somewhere drowning. Amelia is in a castle with Regulus, naked, buck naked at that. And Anastasia is running away from Wrath as she's mowing through children of cats. It's wild. Everything about this is very wild, but I just genuinely don't know how we get out of this. I don't know how we combat the system. I don't know how we I'm pretty good today. Anyway, I don't know how we get out of this. And I'm genuinely, you know, I want to see how you guys react to this episode, how you guys react to my analysis of it, how you guys react to my review of it. I don't like to call this an analysis and review. It's just the normality of calling it that. I just call it a reaction, because I'm just reacting to everything that I'm seeing. But that's besides the point. How you guys feel about it? And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the subscribe button and like button, and hit the little bell. Just show me some extra love. And other than that, I have nothing else to say, but I just pressed all the keys on my keyboard. It brought up a bunch of Chrome tabs. I have like 84 tabs of Chrome open now. I'll figure that out later. Maybe my recording stopped. I don't even know. But if it hasn't, thank you for watching this, and I love you guys. Thank you for liking all my videos, watching all my videos, and doing everything with me. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much, and peace.